Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I want to start by thanking our world-renowned Centro workers who are joining us here today. They keep the system running every single day. Drivers, mechanics, dispatchers, and staff who show up early, stay late, and make sure that people can get where they need to go. A well-run transit system doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of the people that are standing here today. I thank all of you for your work and your dedication and your pride in Syracuse and Greater Central New York. I also want to thank my partners in government, Mayor Ben Walsh, Mayor-elect Sharon Owens, Centro Board Chairman Nicholas Lano, and Centro CEO Christopher Tuff and their teams. This is what effective partnership looks like. Federal, state, and local leaders working together to deliver real results for the community, and I'm honored that I get a chance to do my part. Today we're announcing a $9.28 million federal investment from the U.S. Department of Transportation to support Centro's bus rapid transit system and do it in an environmentally friendly way. This funding will be used to purchase new BRT-specific compressed natural gas buses, low-emission, purpose-built vehicles with a unique design and branding that will serve Syracuse's bus rapid transit corridors. I've supported Centro for many years, including my time in the New York State Senate, because public transit matters. It's essential infrastructure, and this $9 million investment builds directly on the long-standing commitment that we all are dedicated to. Public transit is about people getting to work, getting to school, their medical appointments, shopping, family, and to get back home. Riders expect buses that are clean, consistent, on time, and reliable, and Centro delivers. The workers deliver, CEO Christopher Tuff delivers, and I'll keep doing my part to deliver the resources we need to have world-class bus systems here in Syracuse and Central New York. This investment also aligns directly with the reimagining of I-81 and the community grid. As we rebuild and maintain our transportation network, transit has to be modern, accessible, flexible, and connected to the neighborhoods and institutions that make the city and region work. And BRT is a key part of that. At a time of real funding uncertainty coming out of this administration in Washington, it's important to be clear with the public. When federal dollars are approved, we say so, and when projects are moving forward, we show that that's happening. Because this administration has been holding back congressionally authorized funding, and that's totally unacceptable, I'm going to make sure that people know when the dollars do get delivered where they've been obligated and appropriated to. I'm going to continue to fight for every penny that's supposed to come to Syracuse, New York, Central New York, and the Mohawk Valley, and I'm going to keep telling you the truth and doing everything I can to hold the administration accountable and make sure that promises that are made are fulfilled. Thankfully, this significant investment is happening, and it is worth celebrating. And with that, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, a great holiday season, a great New Year, and it's my honor to pass over the podium to CEO Christopher Tuff.
Good morning, and thank you, Congressman Mannion, for your support, certainly on the federal side in Washington, but also your continued support from your state Senate. I also want to thank the federal delegation in Washington who also supported this funding to help support public transit here in Central New York. I also want to thank the staff, ATU 580 local here, mechanics and drivers that continue to keep our buses moving and in good repair every day. This is exciting progress for public transportation here in Syracuse as we continue to embark on improving Central New York for investment, but also improving transportation. We're in the process of a system redesign, which will segue into the BRT project in 2028. This funding is just another piece to keep BRT moving forward. The buses that'll be purchased with this $9.2 million will be unique. They will be different than the buses that are on the road today. So if you're a customer that's waiting at one of our unique BRT stops along James Street, you will see that that's a BRT bus coming my way. You'll know the difference, you'll see the difference, and identify that that's the bus I need to be on. The BRT project will bring 12 to 15-minute service here in Central New York. With service that frequent, it opens doors and it opens opportunities, not only for just the regular users, but especially those impoverished transit users. When the lives of individuals are improved and the communities are improved, our community will continue to move forward. And that's our mission here in Central New York and at Centro, is to move communities forward. That's what this investment does, and that's what our mission and goal is, and that's what we're going to do by completing this BRT project. So I thank everybody for their support. I thank Mayor-elect Owens and Mayor Walsh for their support throughout this project. And with that, I turn it over to Mayor Walsh.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, to you and your entire team at Centro. Nicholas, I want to reiterate the comments that Congressman Mannion made about the workers here at Centro, the drivers, the mechanics, everyone that keeps our city moving every day, rain or shine, sleet or snow. We have incredible workers here at Centro, and we're very grateful for them. As we are grateful for our Congressman John Mannion for his continued support of so many of our priorities, and this is really a game changer for us. I want to acknowledge Mayor-elect Owens, who you'll be hearing from shortly, as well as my colleagues Jen Tift and Neil Burke, who have been critical to supporting BRT here in Syracuse. Nearly 8 years ago, we established a vision for the city of Syracuse to be a growing city that embraces diversity and creates opportunity for all. BRT is critical to achieving that vision, as is a robust Centro service. We are growing. We grew in the last census for the first time in 70 years, and we expect with investments like Micron and others, we are going to continue to grow. And any growing city needs a robust, reliable public transportation system. And to ensure opportunity for all, we need to make sure that there are multimodal transportation options for city residents. Approximately 25% of city residents don't have access to a private vehicle, so they rely on public transportation to get where they need to go, whether it's to work or to school or just to go for groceries. So again, BRT is critical to that, which is why it's been a priority as part of our Syracuse Surge initiative, which is our strategy for inclusive growth in the new economy. Again, if we want to make sure that we're connecting city residents, whether they live right here on the south side or on the north side or anywhere else, to the opportunities throughout the city and the region, again, having a BRT system is a critical component of Syracuse Surge, and I'm so excited in my final weeks in office to be able to be here and to celebrate the significant federal investment in the advancement of the BRT program. So again, Congressman Mannion, thank you for your support. Please extend our appreciation to the entire federal delegation. And with that, I will turn it over to Mayor-elect Owens. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mayor Walsh. Thank you, Chris and your team. Congressman, thank you for continuing to always be a fighter for us in Central New York. Thank you. It goes without saying, Centro is a huge partner for us. So many people who, not just by option, but require their transportation needs include Centro. It is an amazing opportunity for us for the BRT. We're looking forward to it. We all experience every single day how we move in Syracuse is changing day by day. And so we ask your patience as we continue to transform. And I'll continue to repeat what a friend of mine said when I was paused in traffic, that we're paused in progress. This pause and these infrastructure developments, the BRT, this funding is really transforming how we move in this city, and it's exciting. In this season of giving and patience and joy, I'm going to ask for everyone who's listening to my voice, be kind to your Centro driver. They're trying to maneuver and get you where you need to go safely and efficiently. So say thank you, say hello. Those of us driving, be mindful that there's a Centro bus stopping to let people off. Don't do the cut around that most of us try to do. But I thank you, Centro, for everything that you're doing. I thank you, Congressman. This is going to be amazing. BRT is on its way to Syracuse, and I, for one, am looking forward to getting on the first bus. Thank you.
Sonia, thank you.
Another exciting day here at Centro. I also want to acknowledge one of my colleagues on the board, Neil Burke, for his support with this too. And it's a great day. It's a great day not only to have our team here from Congress and our local mayors here, but also the staff here, the drivers, the mechanics. This is what we're all about, and this is what makes this place work. I wanted to bring up a couple things that are positive right now that's happening, that's making improvements in our communities that we serve. Rome ridership is up 20% after our redesign there. Oswego Fulton redesign begins in January. We will increase frequency of service in the area where people use our service the most. We're preparing a whole new system in Onondaga County that will be ready to show our users in a few weeks. Ridership in our call bus service for individuals with a disability is at an all-time high and growing rapidly. We are making a difference here in our cities. Once again, I want to thank our congressman, the federal delegation, and our team members here from the local Syracuse here. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and let's enjoy it. Thank you. That's great.
Thank you, everybody. We got any questions on topic on this? That's a good question, and I don't have any. I'm going to have to get back to you on that, Ellen. I do apologize. It certainly started prior to me being in office, but I do believe it was part of a previous spending bill. It may have been. Did anybody?
So it's part of the low or no emissions grant. It's a competitive grant process, 5330. Sorry.
There you go.
All right. Sorry.
Thank you, Chris.
So the funding is part of a funding spend through the infrastructure bill that was passed in the previous administration. So it's a low and no emissions competitive grant, bus and bus facilities. So this portion is for a low emissions for compressed natural gas versus the zero emissions. So we applied last spring, and the award came out this fall for the $9.2 million. So this will purchase about 9 buses. They will be compressed natural gas buses, similar to the one that's behind us here. But it'll have different amenities. So it'll have real-time infotainment screens on the bus, almost like the subway in New York City does. So the bus is already announced next stop, but this will give you real-time information of next stop, some advertisements, some posts. But it'll also have state-of-the-art fare technology collection system. And the front end of the buses will look a little bit different, called the BRT package for the design. But it'll be very similar to these buses that are behind us right now. So there will be naming and branding to the buses. We're not ready to release that yet, as we're still in implementation and design of the project. But they will look different. As I said, the BRT package is actually a design feature that we can put on these buses, so that'll look different than the bus behind me. But also branding and naming will also be different. So the bus rapid transit project right now is slated for 2028. So we have the system redesign that'll take place in the first quarter of 2027, which is just restructuring the routes. And then that'll segue into the bus rapid transit project in 2028. There is some approvals on the federal side that we need for environmental, and then also some construction that'll have to take place.
The natural gas buses that used to be providing is this new technology?
So Centro has been in the compressed natural gas business since 1992. So we invested early in 1992 with a pilot program, which now 92% of the buses here in Onondaga County have been running on compressed natural gas since 1997. So we've invested heavily in the technology. We have our own fueling station here on property that is maintained in-house right now. So we fuel our buses. We do everything with compressed natural gas, which is a reduced emissions for almost 33 years. So right now, the investment in compressed natural gas has been something that we've gone with. We are in the research phases with electric or hydrogen fuel cell, which is a form of an electric bus. But we're navigating that with our environment and our terrain here. We just want to make sure we have the right range to be reliable for our customers. We know with the weather impacts the battery range, but also the terrain. And with special events that we do, New York State Fair, Syracuse University events, our buses are on the road 18 to 20 hours a day. And without increasing costs right now, we know we can rely on CNG to meet that need.
And so whether, fuel economy now technology has it only improved since, you've gone on board since the late 90s?
Yeah, the technology has improved significantly since we've invested in 92. It just continues to get better.
Anyone else? Well, thank you all for coming. When my parents couldn't get me anywhere, they told me what my options were, and they called it Big Blue. So it's good to be standing in front of this today. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and appreciate everybody out there who keeps Central New York running. Have a great day.